Hi guys, so this video is going to be about how to record using GarageBand on a computer, so my MacBook laptop. If you haven't watched my introduction to GarageBand yet, you should definitely check that out before taking a look at this video because I'm going to skip some setup things from that video, so make sure to check that out. You can find that video here on the virtual concert document under recording help. You can find how to use GarageBand. That's the sort of setup um, video. Now, I'm going to open up my GarageBand tab, and this is what we should have gotten from that video. Now, I'm going to be working with Mad Dash today, so I'm going to change the tempo. If I look back at the document, I have it at 144, virtual concert band document. So that's what I want to set for my metronome. I want my metronome on, but when I record, I want to make sure I'm the only one that can hear it. So I'm going to have headphones. I'm going to use my plug-in headphones for today. One other thing, it's not going to work quite as well because I'm screencasting as well while I'm doing this, but you're going to want to be able to check your recording level. So that's here where I'm circling on the screen. You're going to want to drag that down while you're playing. Check this level and make sure it's staying in the green like it is while I'm talking. Maybe a little bit of yellow is fine, but you don't want it overplaying. So I'm going to grab my instrument and then check that out. So I've got my trumpet. I'm going to check my level right now. So it should automatically do it, but I'm going to try to shift it as well. So you can see that right around here is where my level was back to where I'm speaking right now. Now, with the desktop version of GarageBand, it's basically all set to record once you have your headphones in. So I'm going to plug that in. And get ready to record. Before you record, couple quick things. First, make sure you've warmed up your instrument, gotten a chance to just play it a little bit. Then make sure you've practiced whatever song you're recording. If you're recording 1 or 2 songs or 3 songs at a time, I'd suggest practicing one first, and with the metronome, record that, and then practice the second song, record that. Don't try to practice them all and then record them all back to back. After you've done those 2 steps, feel free to go to whoever you're living with and just let them know. Ask them nicely to tell them that you're going to be recording, and ask them nicely to either not bother you or stay quiet. You're going to want to find a quiet room, as it says in the virtual concert doc, that doesn't have much sound. Like there's a lot of birds outside right now that you might be able to hear. So if that was happening, I'd want to close the window. Just so that there's not extra sound going on. If you want, you can. A good suggestion just to test that is to record just a couple seconds of silence so that then you can go back and listen to that. And if there's any sounds that show up, you know that you need to either change your location or maybe wait a little bit. If like yesterday I had my laundry going and that was making some sound. But no, so no sound. So that's all set. Now we can go about recording. I'm going to delete that. Just click it and then press delete on my keyboard. For recording purposes, I usually keep one headphone in my ear so I can hear the metronome, because we want to be able to hear the metronome, but you don't want your recording to. So I have one there, but then I also like to leave the other one out so I can hear myself playing a little bit. Now, when you go about recording, GarageBand has a count in. That's that 1, 2, 3, 4 that's in purple up there. I leave it on just to give me an extra little bit of hearing what the tempo is like. I do recommend leaving a little bit of silence to start the video, the recording, before you play. So I'm going to record a little bit of Mad Dash. I also need to check my volume. So one thing about that is I made the mistake right near the end of where I stopped playing. If that happened while you were recording, I would definitely recommend stopping and taking another take. I'm going to leave it just so you know that can happen sometimes. Once you've done that, once you've recorded, whether it's your full take or even if you just take a partial take and want to listen back to it, I'm going to listen back and hear how it sounds with where I am positioned. Maybe I'm too close to my microphone, or I need to lower the volume, the recording level again to be able to not have the sound be too loud. But let's take a look and let's take a listen. Oh, turn off the metronome too. So I made that mistake. I wouldn't submit this obviously, but it did have a good volume level, so I know that for where I am positioned compared to my computer, the level that I set on this sliding bar down here was an appropriate level for that. So I would delete it to take another take, and then go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to undo that so that you know. Now, once you've made your good take, say this was a good take and I wanted to share it on the computer, you're going to go up to share and song to music. That will make it a MP3 file. So I'm going to share song to music. I would title it right when that pops up. So I'm working on Mad Dash. Oops. And then I can click share and it'll send it to my iTunes. Then from there, you can drag that over into, I don't know if it's going to play right away. Nope, it's not. Oh. So I would click that, drag it over into Google Classroom, and then you're all set for Mad Dash. I hope that was a very helpful video for you. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions, and check out on some of my other videos. There, and it'll load up Google Classroom, and you can upload it right away. Or if you're maybe sharing it to another device to share, you can airdrop it. Whatever works for you. Hi, Milo.